everybody. Welcome to the Pink Riot Comic Show. It's your girl Keisha, aka High Havoc, and I have my amazing co-host Breeze Bookish. How are you, love?
What's up, y'all? I am doing. It's been a day, but the sun is shining. I got the crisp air coming through the window. You know how that is when it's like it's not hot yet, but it's not cold either. You know what I mean? So like, I don't
No.
know. Okay.
I was like,
I
I
know I
can't
know that's
relate.
not your life right now, but we agreed like you're living vicariously, so I'm trying to give you some of my good weather vibes.
The
It's
coastal
like
breeze. I'll
yeah,
take it.
yeah. I'm like, let me just open my window that's by my bed a smidge so that I can wake up to that like crisp morning air. It's not like cold where it's doing too much, but it's just like it's giving spring very much. Like it had been raining and gross and disgusting for a while. So today was like the first day where the sun was actually out and like it's California, so you needed a sweater. But it was like I love that I got new bedding and it said that it's all season, but it's not. So like,
I've
but
never
it's
known the difference of that kind of bedding.
okay. So the all season is like breathable, where it'll keep you comfy in the winter and comfy in the summer, no matter what. This is
Hmm.
clearly not that because when it was like starting to get hot, like I'm a hot body, so I'll wake up and be like, ah. But I'm one of those where I'm like, if I kick a foot out at the bottom or something like that to regulate the heat, then I'm good. So like I was having to do that and then opening the window was like a like and the blanket is like you know how you have to get like the duvet larger than your duvet cover size if you want it to be like mad fluffy.
Yes.
I have found the perfect ratio for this and I'm okay with the fact that this isn't actually an all season thing like duvet because it feels like a hug. It's like weighted a
That's
little
fair.
bit. Yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
and the set came with I added on the body pillow. Bro, when I tell you I slept like a brick. So,
That's good.
I feel like your whole outlook on life just is exponentially better when you've had quality sleep. So, that's what I'm
Yes.
with today. Like,
Yes.
some more BS today, but I'm like, you can't ruin my mood today. You just can't.
Yes. This is why sleep is so important. I'll choose that over a lot of things.
Oh, I know.
'Cause
Y'all,
yes,
Keisha don't play about her sleep.
at all. At all.
Oh,
I sleep is magnificent. It is like, yeah, I'm happy that you had a great day. I really am.
what were you up to today? What's your day looking like?
uh, today, mm, this isn't therapy. So, like, no, yesterday was really bad.
Oh
And,
no.
you know, because, like, family, um, just recognizing that family is family.
Mhm.
And I guess mourning the death of what could have been a relationship.
Ooh, that's tough. Yeah.
Yeah. So today was bad. I ate something that I shouldn't have eaten because I
Mm.
know it's going to mess my stomach up, but comfort food. So,
So that we're weighing opportunity costs when we're dealing with those type of big feelings. So sending you all the good vibes.
yeah.
'Cause that's not easy to do.
Yeah.
Like to
So,
even call the thing what it is, acknowledge it as grief, and then handle it on your own. Even if you do decide to have some comfort food to do it, it's like, you know,
yeah.
at the end of the day,
Uh,
you got to be good with you.
yeah. So
I
I'm
wish
in
I could
my,
hug you. I'm a hugger. All the virtual hugs.
yeah. Like I'm not a hugger, but like, what is my dog doing? I'm
Trying
not
to
a
get
hugger, but like, I need that. There
oh,
goes my guy. I don't know if you guys can see his
such
butt.
a cutie. Such a cutie. He came in like,
So
look. I just wanted to see what y'all was talking about. It's not what I'm on, so I'm gone.
No food for him, therefore I'm useless.
He's like, dang, where the snacks at?
Oh
That's
yeah.
what.
All right. So yeah. Other than that, I am chilling. As always, Pink Riot is a highlight of the day. So we are going to just be good, have fun tonight. We have a couple things we want to talk about. We're going to be talking about our polls this week. We're going to be talking about what we're watching and what I'm trying to get you to watch. And then the one show I'm like, yo, I need you to watch this because it'll be all the feelings in the world. It's a fantastic show. We'll get into it.
I see. Yeah. Okay. All right. It's also like such a girl power week for pulls.
Yeah.
Like, and then it was wild to kind of find out that, it is, but it isn't.
Yeah. 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 We'll talk about that in the polls because I was disappointed.
Oh man.
I
Okay.
was very disappointed with what I read. But yeah, let's get into it. Oh snap, we have a Jira and Instagram. Hey love. How are you? All right, so let's get into our polls. Hold on. Dang, I didn't time it right. Hold on. Our polls. I forgot to get the audio. Dang it. I keep telling myself I'm gonna go back to that show and just pull it.
We need to get someone who's got like the dope, like Mr. Movie Phone voice. I should probably record Christopher doing it. Okay.
That would be dope. I'm writing it down right now. Get audio. All right, yep, wrote it down because we need that. We absolutely need that. All right, so you want to go first or
it's whatever. You know how I'm a cool customer. Whenever you want to go, it's good with me.
Mine is usually smaller. I got variants this week.
Yes. Okay, let's go.
Yes. So
yes.
Let's get into it. I have Doom Academy, number 2. As always, I'm reading. This is like one of the few events that I'm actually following in real time because Doom has officially become the love of my life. And, we need to see him do great things. I don't care if he does anything wrong at this point. Don't care. So
I think y'all understand how big that is that she's following a Marvel event at that.
Right?
Crazy. Crazy.
That is not something I usually do.
She is truly smitten with this man.
Right? All right, hold on. Let me see. I did not put this in order at all. All right. So I finally picked up Bitterroot.
Yeah.
Right? So I have the cover A. I think this is D. Yep.
Sketch variant.
Yep. And then I have the B cover.
That one's my favorite, hands down.
Yep. They did not have the C cover, which was interesting. So I have to go. I don't know if I want to hunt that down, but I'm happy that I just got these 3. And, we'll do what we can with that. Okay. I got Ironheart Bad Chemistry. We talked about Ironheart last week, and you know how much I enjoy Kim and just how great of a villain she'll be for Riri. So John Jennings he really did his thing. He gave great tribute to Eva Ewing and her original run with Ironheart. So I have this one. I thought this was such a cool variant.
Yeah.
And then I have this other variant, which I thought was dope.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, look.
Cathedral style.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? And I was like, oh, look at me. I'm picking up variants.
Look at you getting variants.
Yeah.
This makes me happy.
This was a variant week for me. I was like, yes. All right, so Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur, I'm still trying to fill holes in the original run. So I got Moon Girl number 3. And I know I could just go on eBay and get the full set, but I like going through the boxes at comic book shops. It
You're a
makes me
crazy
feel
crusader. It's
I
all good.
am.
Yeah.
I am 1,000%. I find like it is so much joy looking through crates to find them. So I got
Yeah,
Moon
another
Girl.
example of how we are on opposite ends of the collecting spectrum. Because I'm
Yeah.
like, give it to me. I don't want to have to. If I can find it somewhere where I don't have to do all that, that's what we're doing.
Nah, it's like finding a sale. It's like, ooh, I got that 50% off, and none of you bitches got it. Like,
I
makes me
feel like
feel good.
I would have to go to like somewhere in Nowheresville to find that type of bargain. Cause like I'm
Fair.
in
You're in
deep
Cali.
city. No matter which direction I go, like I would have to find like a small shop in the valley or something like that to
Yeah,
find something that wouldn't be like picked over. You know what I mean?
that's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair. All right, I got Batgirl number 6,
Yeah.
and I think I'm stopping here
Mm-hmm.
because I haven't read any of them, and I need to like read it to see if I want to continue.
That's fair.
I have. Oh, hey Sherry. Hey Erica. Fabulous Mag is over on Instagram.
What up?
Oh, I have Monkey Meat number 2. I am collecting this because I have the original Monkey Meat, and I'm like, why not?
Why
I
not?
haven't read it yet. Yeah,
Mm,
I haven't read it yet, but we'll see. Um,
not even about like the first one.
very good question.
Oh, okay. I love that
Mhm.
for you.
Yeah.
Y'all, I think I'm rubbing off on Keisha a little bit. Period.
Yeah, just All right, so Money Shot One Shot. I don't know when it came out. Like maybe
Mm,
in the last 2 weeks ago.
yeah.
But I love Money Shot. And this is a one shot that's introducing the new run, Big Bang. So, I'm like, it's cool. I already read most of it, and it kind of explains what's happened in the last 4 volumes,
Mm.
and then how we get to the point of this new run that's going to be happening. So, Money Shot, I love the premise. I think it's hilarious. So yeah.
Money Shot is definitely Pink Riot approved shenanigans.
Yeah. Yes. Lots of, and what is it? Not suitable for work shenanigans happen
That.
in Money
Yeah.
Shot. It's great. Um, I got Doom's Division number 1. So
Nice.
this is, I think, this one. Don't quote me if I'm wrong on this, but it's for Asian History Month, or I forget what it's called. But basically, this is
API.
yeah.
Yeah.
This is AAPI Awareness Month. This is the run that they have coming out for that. And it's this all Asian team, and they're figuring out where they sit in Doom's new, my new husband's, new world. So that's
Period.
what this is. Yes, we're gonna manifest this because man is amazing. He is amazing. He is absolutely amazing.
If I'm standing beside him was a person. I'm stand. That's my man.
I'm gonna stand beside him. One of the few men on this planet, I will actually be like, no, he's a good man, Savannah. Absolutely.
A mess.
All right. So next we have what we've been anticipating for months.
Yeah.
We have Absolute Green Lantern. This one features Hal Jordan, Joe, and Stewart.
Yeah.
All 3 of them. And this is a new take on the Green Lantern story. It's cosmic horror. I like it.
Okay.
For one, it's cosmic horror. You don't need to know the whole lore of the Green Lanterns to get into this at all. Completely flips all of this on its head. Am I in love with it? No. Because I think when they first came out with it and they were promoting it, we were all like, well, who is this? And I was really excited to see something with Joe. And I get that Joe is going to be a lead character. All three of them are. And they're all like dealing with what happened in this one town where that giant, remember that giant Green Lantern was in the photo? Like, it was just demolished the whole thing.
Yeah.
Right. So something happened where how he has something going on with his hand, and it has everything to do with that thing that dropped on the town. Like I said, it's cool, it's cosmic horror. I'm very interested in this. I really like seeing this Green Lantern thing where I don't need to know too much about it. I could just like dive into it. It's darker, and that's always my vibe.
Mm-hmm.
But for me to like say I'm really digging this, I gotta see where Joe sits in all of this.
The
I'm
fact that
really
she is like the main cover character for issue 1, and it sounds like she's maybe not the main
she's
attention
not.
for issue 1
She's
is
not.
kind of sending me right now. But okay.
Yeah. She is not. She's on the cover. I'm gonna say she comes in at the end and she's like lit up with her powers and stuff. Like I said, you can tell that she's gonna have a pretty predominant role in this, but
It's
I
too
don't
early
know.
to say. Too soon to say.
Too early. Yes. Too soon to say.
Okay.
So little disappointed, but it's cosmic horror, so I'm gonna give it a chance.
Yeah.
My biggest frustration.
Let the beat build.
Yeah. My biggest frustration though was Moon Girl Devil Dinosaur. Now, both these covers are beautiful, right? This is the variant. I loved it. It was cute. This is for the 10th anniversary for Moon Girl Devil Dinosaur. We know that came out 2015, and
telling me,
it's
Keisha,
huh?
What are you saying right now, Keisha? I just got my books today. I have no idea what's going on.
I was
not
disappointed.
the reaction I was expecting from Moon Girl. No.
I was disappointed. So hear me out. In the beginning. So
like that.
That's the thing. Justina Ireland did not let us down. I don't like what they did. So I got the vibes based off of how this whole thing is structured that the original people who did the run and Justina Ireland, like, maybe they couldn't agree on what to do, but they got contracted to do it. So they ended up making 2 separate stories in one comic. Because Justina Ireland is not on the Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur comic in here. In this story, she doesn't write it. She's on the back, right? Because in the back, there's a second story where they're introducing this character, Devil Girl and Moon Dino. Mm-hmm. And Justina Ireland wrote that. Now, that one's cool. It speaks very much to who Justina Ireland is and the fact that, she does a lot that talks about Black family dynamics and all of that stuff, and she has a lot of banter, a lot of humor, but still love, family, all that. And I love that about that one. But you can clearly see there was a split. It's a noticeable split in perspective, where you have the Moon Girl issue and it talks about like her 10th birthday and all of that stuff, and she has like this really cool conversation with the Thing. But it has the same issues that I've always had with the original Moon Girl run. As much as I love it, there's perspective. There is the black lens that is missing from that Moon Girl run. And it seems like 10 years later, there is still that issue with the original writer. Whereas they brought in Justina Ireland, I thought that that maybe would help. And it looks like they decided to write two different stories. Two different feelings, emotions, all of that for me. So I just felt confused and frustrated.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that means something good will happen with the story Justina's trying to tell, and that the reason why they did this as like a separate anniversary issue. I guess it would make sense for the OG writers to write the anniversary issue.
Yeah.
And then I guess because they started it, because really you could have put Jordan Ifueko or Stephanie Williams on. You know what I mean? So
yep,
that's weird. But
it is
I'm
weird.
going to choose to be optimistic that hopefully we get more from Justina Ireland's story.
Hopefully. Yeah, I'm hoping, because I mean, it still get the same vibes. They brought in the same artists. Like, I'm not gonna say it was terrible. It wasn't a terrible storyline. It's just Moon Girl is a black girl from New York City. Where is the black girl from New York City?
Say less.
Yeah.
Like, it's pretty cut and dry, pretty simple to understand. Yeah. Okay.
So those were my comics. Those were mine.
I did the thing, but they're not hitting like I was expecting. How sad.
Yeah.
It was like, listen, y'all, leading up to this week was like, oh, it's a girl power week. It's a black girl magic type of week, because we're getting all of these books at the same dang time. You know, Moon Girl, we get more Sojourner, and then we get Ironheart. So it's like, for the fact that it's like one solid out of the three at the moment.
Yeah. But we know why.
I haven't been able, I literally just got my books today, so I haven't had the chance to read them, but I will be giving it the full chance before I say, you know, or pick a side or say my piece or whatever, you know how it goes. But I'm not gonna hold you. That's a little, I think I hyped myself up for it maybe too much.
Yeah. What's up, Lawrence? How you doing? Lawrence says, I always thought of the original run of Moon Girl as depicting a black girl in an alternative reality where racism was non-existent. Exactly. That's exactly how it felt. They hit on some, and then in black culture didn't exist either. Right. Like there were some panels where, but no, that's the truth though. Like, that's the biggest issue with Moon Girl, is the fact that you can't tell me, like, this is supposed to be one of the smartest girls in New York City. She's black. How are we doing this? How does this make sense?
Her parents would have snatched her up.
Exactly. And they like, it just didn't make sense to me. Like, they had some things in the original run where she's wearing a bonnet, or like her parents are a little bit, you know, not necessarily helicopter, but they are more close than you see in other comic book stories. But like, for the most part, it was missing that black perspective. Like we said, Stephanie Williams, Jordan Fuego, right, in the TV show, like, those hit it really, really well. But dang, it just sucks to have this 10th anniversary issue not address that. And then you bring someone who does it so well in nearly everything else she touches, only to put her on something completely different and then show in one issue. Right. You put her in the back, and then you show in one issue how much the black perspective is important in these comics.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was over it completely. Hey, what's up, BJ? How you doing? This is BJ from Comics Are Dope. If you all ever like watch his show, it's great. Like I watch his, I watch stuff all the time, dude. um, but he says I picked up my books today, haven't read them yet, but I hope more than one of the three are great. I hope so too. I hope so too, man. Cause I mean, I always have faith in John Jennings, and I think that's the reason why he's like the one of the three that actually was good. It was the fact that the Black perspective was there.
Yeah, and he does the work to make sure that he's, crossing the T's, dotting the I's, paying homage, all of that.
Yep.
So there's something to be acknowledged when you're that intentional about how you approach a character.
Facts.
And just because someone may have originated the character, if you see what your fan base is pulling from it and who is loving it and what they're appreciating from it, why would you just completely negate that, especially if it's, proven to be so successful as it's evolved? Why would you go backwards,
Now that you've brought that up.
Okay.
So you know how they do the interview with the writers in the back of the comics, right? And there's an interview with Al Ewing behind, in the back of Absolute Green Lantern.
Yeah.
And he goes on to explain why he chose Joe for this run. And it makes sense. Joe fits a lot of his requirements for how the story is supposed to like pace out. But he goes, she's also a mystery to the reader. There are a lot of mysteries to her, which we will uncover. How she's similar to the character readers know from Far Sector, and how she's very different.
I don't know how to feel.
Exactly.
I guess if we're not going to get the same Joe, then it's like, what does that mean for her continuity as a character? Because while the NK Jamal Campbell version of her will live in infamy, like there's no touching it, and I feel like they should just run it back, it's still very much like I would rather it not be to the same caliber, but the characters still have a chance to live on. But the way that characters are able to have longevity is you can see these are characteristics of that character. This seems on par with things that character would do. This seems on brand. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what we just gonna ride with the NK Sojourner facts. But I also love the character and I don't want it to die. And it seems like if you only let her have a limited run, okay, and then we can't say limited because it was just barely over that, but if you let a character have such a solid pivotal run and then you've only shown her in like anthologies here and there popping up with a little bit of energy, it's like if the next time we see her in a substantial series, she's a huge departure from the original version of her. It's like you haven't given people other than the diehard fans of that first run the chance to love her and ride for her, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, we were talking about this before about how absolutely absurd it is that our girl Storm, okay, Aurora Monroe, the goddess herself, literally has so much like face value just off rip. She's so many people's characters. She's casual's favorite character, if we're being real. You know what I'm saying? Like easily. And so it's like, and you can respect that because it's like, well, if you don't know nothing about nothing, you know that Storm is that girl. You know what I mean? So like, but there's an understanding of who she is as a character. You know what I mean? And so there's like that brand recognition, you know what you're getting, that personality that everybody automatically has respect for, except for the fanboys who always want to slander. So when the fact that she is one of the OGs, okay, but she only has five different runs. Really, this is volume 5 of Storm right now in 2025 is volume
Yeah.
5.
And she's
Okay,
been out since what, the 60s?
and this
No,
is
7.
and this is the first time that it's somebody black writing it. Actually, I take that back because Eric Jerome Dickey did the other one, but it's like we haven't had, yeah, girl.
Yeah, I was about to
Yeah,
say, oh, look at you. Look at
you know,
you.
I don't play about Storm, okay? I'm gonna give it to you. You the Blerd librarian for a reason because you be knowing the tings, but I don't play about Storm, okay? I don't play. But my point is that in all of that time, she
Mm-hmm.
has so much holding her name together and holding her character together that people can love and respect, and she
Yeah.
still is only on volume 5. So like for
Yeah.
you, and then people want to wonder what, like, oh well, how come our characters don't get a chance? You're cutting them off at the feet.
Yeah.
Like, prime example of this is like Miles Morales. It took the movies for a lot of other people to really just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because there has to be that recognition for people to care. That's why these other fandoms, Wonder Woman is on a 5th printing of the first issue. Now I can't shade it entirely because the book is solid.
Oh,
But
absolute. Yeah, yeah. Absolute
yeah,
Wonder
yeah,
Woman
Absolute
is
Wonder
good. But
Woman is
like,
on a 5th printing of the first issue. Just let that sit in. Like, but Storm, they're like, me as a collector trying to collect all of the variants was just flat out told, like, yeah, those high ratio variants you're gonna have to hunt because not everybody's likely to get it. Because so you're telling me that it's hard to sell a Storm book and she's one of the biggest names?
I
Make it
think
make
it,
sense. So why
well,
would you
I
do
mean,
that to a character still getting on their feet?
we know why they're doing it. We know why they're doing it. And we
Oh,
don't want to say it out loud, but we know why they do this to these types of characters. I think no, I can't even like make this sound
you
nice.
trying to clean it up, and I love you for
I
that, but
was, I was, I was. I am concerned. Like I said, I'm gonna read it because it's cosmic horror, but I am concerned about it. Hold on. Lawrence is saying that's interesting to think of writing characters as maintaining a brand. Even though I don't like the term brand from a marketing perspective, it makes sense to stay to the brand in that way. And I agree because when we look at these characters, we're like, they have this personality, they have this motivation, they have these types of conflicts. These are the people who, they're antagonists and whatnot.
think about the reason why you
And
love a character. You see
right,
some of yourself in them. So if
exactly.
their
And
personality and their motives keep changing,
how
that
are
threat,
you going to, right?
yeah,
It's one of the reasons why why I have issues with Moon Girl in the original run. It's like you there's something that is missing in this character.
yeah,
And I feel like NK gave us a fully fleshed out character that recognizes everything that is her and her identity. And I feel like when you mess with that, especially when you are a non-black person messing with that, it's going to bother me more. So I'm looking at this with a critical eye, because there's some things where it's like you're Robert Downey Jr. and Tropic Thunder, like we just gonna let things go because it's hilarious.
ooh,
like,
shish,
um,
shish.
like
But actually,
yeah, but that's not happening here, and so critical eye, concerned. We'll see. I'm gonna read the whole arc though to make sure that when I do have a final thing to say, it is very strategic. It is very detailed, much like what I did with Rain.
that's fair, and I support you in those shenanigans. I
Yeah.
am a Sojourner stan.
Facts.
And will be collecting accordingly. But because of this and the fact that there's no way I could ever negate my NK bias, I just went in with slightly lower expectations and still heavily wanting to support a character that I care about. That's where I'm at with this run.
Fair.
Because you know I'm not even a Green Lantern girly. I'm a Far Sector
And what's
girly.
crazy is she's good in because there were other Green Lanterns, but I think that was done by Thorne. Please let me know if I'm saying his name wrong, Gregory Thorne, in the comments, but he's a black man. And like, you know, the Green Lantern runs where she's in it, and Teen Lantern and all of them, like those were done really well, in my opinion. So and they stuck very much so. Right. Right. So like we'll see.
Maybe there's still room for it too. So that was another thing we talked about. It seems like she's being depicted as significantly younger.
Yes.
So
she dresses different.
Yeah. So there's room for that little rambunctious little whatever you want to give somebody when they're still find themselves type of vibe.
She's not all that young.
Oh, okay. She's just showing because she looks like a straight up child.
Yeah, but she's not that young.
Had to get.
I'm not gonna like spoil too much for you, but like I don't think she's young based off of what was explained.
Facts. Lauren said you almost have to support this run even if it ain't right, just to keep the flame burning for an NK return or another black woman writer to take the mantle. My thoughts exactly.
Yes. I think we should start a petition.
Absolutely. I am a white woman in America. 100%. I'm writing a letter. Oh my God. Yes, Lauren.
Yeah, let's do that. We're gonna start a petition because we do need her back.
Freaking think piece. And I'm at an Auntie NK. I don't care. And when I post it, y'all better ride at Dawn and at her too. And at everybody at Marvel. Because we just need and Jamal Campbell because run it back.
Yeah.
Run it back with finesse. That's all I'm gonna say about that on that.
Absolutely.
You know, like just quit playing. Because how long now this is no shade because I love this run, but how long do we let my guy Ta-Nehisi Coates rock with Black Panther? Y'all just cut the check. Y'all just cut the check.
Not only did he get Black Panther, he got everything in his universe. He even did like Captain America.
Let's do it. We're doing it. Yes, we ride it Dawn. My girl Jo deserves to have her under the sea arc if she wants to. Okay? You know how they'd be like, oh,
we need another run.
To do something wild and crazy. Yeah. Let her go back to the dinosaurs. If Batman can have a damn Santa Claus run, my girl deserves. Yeah, I said it.
No, because you're absolutely right. I think he has one for like every season. He has the Halloween one. He's fighting a werewolf. Now, granted, that one is written by a black man, Rodney Barnes, but still, like at my comic book shop, it is a full bookcase.
Think about that, Keisha. Yeah. The freedom to just be full of frivolity and whimsy to the ninth, like this story don't have to be nothing but a Batman story. It can be Batman ain't got no powers, none of that. Batman is just out here free balling it with his money bags, and he gets to rock with Santa Claus. Tell me that does not speak volumes to the entitlement and the access.
But that's how it is with these big. This is how it is with these, traditional, publishing comic book imprints. Like they always do this. They have their top 5 total between the two of them, and everybody gets a run, and about half of those runs are trash. And
And
they
then when they
are,
do
because
a crossover or
why
a
do we
team
have
up
a
with
Harley
those
Quinn?
same
Like, I don't know if
people.
it came out already, but the Harley Quinn one where it's her farting. Why is that a thing? Why does that exist? Why are we wasting time and people's creativity on this nonsense? Y'all could have just given it back to T. Franklin and done another volume of the animated series run. Like, this is bull. We know it's bull, and we know why they're doing it, and this is just another reason that I want people to read indie stuff.
Yeah.
Because this is nonsense.
Nonsense. And what for?
All right. Hey, Hillary. Hey, Wonderland Stories. How are y'all? All right. So Lauren says that's actually part of the appeal of Sojourner. The way NK wrote her, she was in a separate part of the universe by herself. So she could stand out and be on her own self aside from other lanterns. Exactly. Her ring worked differently. She was amazing. And then when she actually came together with them, she was able to add something special and different to the Green Lanterns. Fuck. I'm sorry.
Y'all see how Keisha starts throwing up gang signs and making pottery when she's passionate about.
No, you didn't say making pottery and throwing no gang signs.
And the way that you hit that beam, the fuck.
No, because it just pisses me off. Like,
Yeah.
like it infuriates me every single week. I walk by a full bookcase of Spider-Man books. Why are we telling this story the same? There are a million iterations of this child. Why? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I will.
Now, I
Oh,
will say,
Hillary.
I personally wouldn't use Spider-Man as the example because I definitely got looped into the whole Spider-Verse shenanigans. So I'm like, to me,
Okay.
they did that correctly because they came out and we get all these other multiversal versions of Spider-Man and they're all different types of representations. And I ate that shit up.
Fair.
So
Fair. The
we gonna
Spider-Verse is
we gonna
dope.
leave Spidey out of it. But
I
Batman,
enjoy Spider-Boy.
get it. Wonder Woman 2,
And yeah, Wonder Woman 2. I agree.
yeah.
Okay, so I'll leave Spider-Man out of it because you're
There you
right.
go. Thank you.
You're right. I enjoy Spider-Boy, Spider-Girl,
See, there's a spider
Spider-Bite.
for everyone. There's a spider
There
for
is.
everyone.
There is.
That
Okay.
that low key was the most beautiful thing because you had people who don't even rock with comics like, oh, what's my spider sona? In other words, you don't have to see yourself in one character. Make yourself the hero. That's why the Spider-Verse popped off so crazy because it was like you didn't have to. Now Miles was really that dude because he was super relatable. He like had the charm of like not being quite a nerd but not being very cool or whatever. He like told that line and was just swagged up enough where like you liked him no matter what. But then to throw that on there too, there was literally a spider character for everybody. If you didn't like it, you were being a hater.
Well, you know, he only got swagged up in the movies because the Bendis original. Yeah. I was gonna say
Well, you
everybody.
got people like what's his name? Cody writing.
Yeah. Cody Ziegler is now writing him, and now he's he's
So like you're getting the essence of it, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like that.
Yeah. I'll give you Spider-Man. I'll give you Spider-Man for sure. Agree. But yeah, you're right. Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman.
See, Lawrence coming with the gems this episode, but even there,
right?
you're really talking about Miles Morales, who is written from an Afro-Latino perspective. Facts.
Yeah.
Further proof that if you let us cook, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
Cody Ziegler has been cooking.
Right. Like, the only shade that I could throw about that is y'all let the Killmonger hair go. Just let it go. Okay.
Give him that low Caesar that he had in the original.
Right, like I want to see some silky waves. Where's his do-rag at in the in between? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
let it be what it's gonna be. You know?
I don't know.
Let
I
it
like
be.
the look on him.
I like the shaved on the sides with the short locks flap to the side. Please stop giving that to every black character. Just
Oh,
stop.
this is true. Yeah.
It even
Yeah.
crossed over into Star Wars. I was
Oh.
so yes. What was that? In the Acolyte, the
Yeah.
the the main
Yeah.
dude's apprentice. I was
Mhm.
like, no, they didn't give him the Killmonger flop. I was so upset because
The
first of all,
Killmonger fly.
the Killmonger flop because the locks have to be just
Mhm. They lean to the
to the
side.
side.
Yes. Yes,
Because if they
very
did
much so.
anything else, it'd be a different style. This is supposed to mean carefree, whatever. I'm so cool. No, stop it.
Badass nonchalantness.
Stop it
Yeah.
now. Stop it now. And
He's
it was even worse because the Killmonger flop is real. Y'all know it's real because we've seen it in
yeah.
too many things. They literally want to put it on every black male character now. It's
Yeah.
like in the late 80s, early 90s when everybody had the high top box
Yes.
fade. It was
Yes.
like there's no
Even the
escape.
black coated characters had that.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Like, come on. So, you know what I mean? That just pissed me off so much I got off track. But okay, the character, the guy who played that character in The Acolyte was
Mhm.
also in this other movie that was on Netflix called Russian Doll. Did you watch that?
I've heard of it. I know what you're talking.
Oh,
It's like
I feel like you would rock with this show heavily, Keisha. At least the first season.
okay.
I just feel like so it's giving Groundhog Day in the sense that people are experiencing the same time over and over and over again, but it just hits on a more sci-fi level. And the main chick is the scrappy chick with the curly hair that
Yeah.
Ashley plays from Orange is the New Black.
Natasha. Yeah. That's my
Yeah,
girl.
yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You know, I'm terrible with actresses' names, or actors' names, but Russian Doll. And every time I
Okay.
see that guy, I think of his role in that. And matter of
Mm.
fact, I want to say he was in Orange is the New Black too, as like a very small role in one of the later seasons.
I
Anyways,
remember
y'all,
no man from Orange is the New Black.
okay. All right. I don't want to give spoilers. We got to get y'all hired as black character comic consultants.
And
Say
should.
that again.
Yes.
One more time, loud as you can at
Yes.
the top of your lungs for the people in the nosebleed seat.
Absolutely.
Because
I would
yes,
love to do this. Honestly, like sensitivity reading for comics because they need
right.
that. They need
Like
that. That's
there's
something
been
from
so
the
many
book.
times where we
Mhm.
literally will be talking about a book and be like, we weren't in that room when they talked about this.
Period.
Who was in the room? Who was in the room with them? I just want to have a conversation.
Yep.
Because what? Yeah.
Yep.
Yes. Parents. Yes.
I would love to do that. That would be phenomenal. Be like, nah, y'all need to send this shit back because
Right.
it's written all over this page that y'all don't know what y'all talking about.
Right. Okay. Rachel said it made no sense for that character to either. I think
Mhm.
they're talking about the Killmonger flop on old
Mhm. Yeah.
Star Wars.
On the
And I'm
Acolyte.
like, I don't want to say that because I feel like anybody could be like in between decisions about hairstyles. You know what I mean? Because I feel like most
Yeah,
people,
but
if you're rocking with your locks, you're rocking with your locks.
yeah,
You know what I
but
mean? So maybe
it
it's like
did
a trend.
feel. I don't know. It felt out of place just a little
Yeah.
bit. Not enough for me to be like, stop the show. What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
But
It
it
wasn't
definitely
that
was like,
egregious,
huh.
but it
It was
was
a
very much
choice.
like, I think now because Killmonger did it the way that he did,
That's what it is.
you're
Thank
gonna
you,
see it.
Rachel.
He was
Rachel
fact.
says he's supposed to be uptight. He was a very uptight character. So to
Yeah.
have that kind of hair doesn't translate to who he
I
is.
feel like his character, it would have made more sense if his locks were longer and were like
Tight.
kept
Yes. I was just thinking, yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It would have even been dope if they were like mad
Like the
long.
Jamaican one, the Jamaican master
A wick.
from
A wick.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could
Do you
see
know what
that.
I'm talking about? The
Wait.
Jamaican in Star Wars. I'm thinking the Clone Wars. And he has a Jamaican accent. He is a master and he's an alien, but the way his skin type head thing is pulled back, it looks like he
Jar
has
Jar?
large wigs. Huh?
Are you talking about Jar Jar
No.
Binks? That's why I was
No.
like, I'm confused. I don't know who
Rachel,
you're talking
y'all know what I'm talking about? Like in Star Wars Clone Wars show. I forget what season he comes up in, but
Oh, in the
he is
show.
a
Okay, you're
master.
talking about
Yeah.
Clone Wars. I did not get that
Yeah.
deep in the lore, guys. There's a lot of Clone Wars episodes. I'm not even gonna lie on Beyonce's internet, y'all. I watched maybe like 2 seasons of Clone Wars and was like, I think it was after the fact, and I was like, that maybe this was one of those, if you didn't catch it in the moment, it's not gonna hit as hard.
What?
I'm serious.
I'm
Keisha,
not even like a major Star Wars. I'm not even a fan of Star Wars, and I love the clone. I
your
can't say that too
husband should have
loud.
a lot to do with that.
Yes, he does.
Mhm.
But objectively speaking, it is
I
a
have
great
nothing
show.
against it. I'm just saying, like, when it was out and new and popping, I was not watching TV at all.
Fair. Okay.
Like, at all. And then trying to revisit it later, because I'm one of those people where I did get roped into fighting with fanboys in the comments, because
Oh
it's like,
no.
I don't have to make this my whole personality to be a fan. But I was like, oh, if I have to go through all of this just to be able to speak from a place of experience about the freaking Clone Wars, I'm just not doing it. There's hella episodes. If you aren't watching that like in
You're
real
right,
time
Rachel.
as they're getting released, I feel like it doesn't hit the same.
True.
Yeah,
Rachel
like,
knows who's I'm talking about. Kit Fisto. If you Google who he is, he has a Jamaican
okay.
accent. His hair, like his head, something in
This
his
is
hair is
where
pulled
you're
back.
supposed to use your magic host powers and pull it up so we could talk about this.
Oh man.
It's okay. It's okay. But I'm like, I don't appreciate that we forgot for 2 seconds that we listen and we don't judge about Brianna not watching the Clone Wars.
Oh no, not judging.
Okay. Let's see. But okay, so now I have to look this up so that I know what you're talking about. Kit Fisto. But yeah,
Right,
just stop with the Killmonger flop. That's the
yeah.
main message. Okay, yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
100%. Like, twisted to the back.
Yeah.
I respect my locks. They're maintained, they're clean, they're nice, they're whatever, you know? I love Clone Wars, but there's also now Star Wars Young Jedi Adventures with the Black Boy lead character, Kai Brightstar. He's awesome and adorable. Is that the anime? Is that also animated? It's kind of like,
I believe so. I remember seeing what is it? An advertisement for it.
mm-hmm.
Has it come out yet? Like, how is it, Lawrence? But yeah, like, we'll see. We'll see with these runs. A little disappointed, like you said, but it is animated. Lawrence said it's animated.
Okay,
Yeah.
yes. Okay, this, now that I'm looking at this, yeah. I knew I had seen this somewhere, and I was like, yes, more of this.
That's cute.
Because how adorable is
That's
he?
for Disney. That's for Disney Junior, or
Oh, wait. Look at him.
yeah, it's cute.
He's precious.
He does have a stereotypical mohawk that every black boy has, but
it's not a mohawk because it doesn't go all the way back, does it? I don't think it goes all the way to the back. It's not a mohawk if it doesn't go all the way to the back.
All right. I'm not saying it's wrong.
Oh, I think it does.
We're just talking about, yeah. I'm not saying it's wrong. It's just, they have certain hairstyles that they have finally mastered. Yeah. They're not deviating from it.
It's crazy, but also accurate. But I think it is a mohawk because I just seen a pic of him from the back. At least they're starting to understand like what that lineup and all of that is supposed to look like without going too crazy, because
they can't handle They can't handle the breadth and depth of what black hair can do. So like they're
Not
like,
yet.
we got
Again,
two.
again, put the right people in the rooms so they could correct it.
Exactly.
Lauren said
Right.
it's charming and full of heart. And you know what? We love that, because what was that? The last Star Wars show, I'm fudging on the name of it right now, but it was charming and full of heart with all of the
Oh,
kids.
right. With Neil, the
Yeah.
elephant.
Yes. I love him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he said, perhaps the best thing is it's full of joy. And you know what? We need more of that. So immediately
I
add
like
to the playlist.
Yeah, I like that these last few Star Wars shows, Skeleton Crew. Yes.
Correct.
I like that they've been like all right, we're going to leave these old heads alone. We're going to focus on reeling these kids
Yeah.
into Star
Y'all
Wars.
can be big mad because we're going to
Right.
tell the stories we want to. So we know you're not going to watch this anyway. We're just going to make it rock. So yeah, more of that.
Yeah,
Okay.
I love that.
Okay, so I'm definitely adding that to the list. Y'all adding all the stuff I need to watch. And I was so excited to tell you, I finally started my My Hero Academia journey.
No, you can't say that because I've asked you to watch Win or Lose. I don't know if any of y'all have ever watched on Disney Plus. It's called Win or Lose. It is a fantastic show. I need people to watch it so I can talk to someone about it.
I watched the preview when you told me about it, and I was like, Keisha wants me to cry. And I have to put myself in a good place to do that. Okay. And you know what? I'm going to do it. You just got to give me some time, because you got to be in the right space for that. Because with the current hellscape that we're living in.
Uh-oh. What happened? See, that's not good to end on that note. Like with the current hellscape we're landing in and then cut right out. That's a little scary, especially in today's day and age. All right, y'all. In the comments, what are y'all watching while we figure out what's going on with Brie? What are y'all watching? Has anybody watched on Disney Plus Win or Lose? It is a fantastic show. It's 8 episodes. Every single episode is from a different perspective. And then every single episode kind of tells the story of what happened on one particular night. Amazing. Right? They shut her down. Her agent is not happy right now. All right, so let's do this. Right? In this hellscape, I do prioritize shows that depict more joy. Yes, I've been doing the exact same thing because it has been difficult lately. You know, like can't really watch the news the way I used to. And the sad books that I used to love, I cannot touch in this time. So everything makes me laugh now, and that is fine. So what are you watching? Haven't seen Win or Lose yet. Yes, please do. It's great. Like story wise, it's absolutely fantastic. Hillary. All right. Hillary says, I'm watching Delicious in Dungeon right now. That's the one you were talking about last week, right? It's an anime. Am I remembering that correctly? I believe it's an anime. But that sounds dope. I have to find a new show to watch because I messed up with my HBO Max and I forgot to renew. So I lost my discount. So I'm like, oh, I have no HBO Max anymore. We're going to Netflix for a few months now. All right, let's figure out what happened with Brie. I am pretty sure her laptop happened. All right. And Hillary says, yeah, an anime. I think Brie was talking about it. It's on Netflix. Right. She was. I'm texting her now. I'm like, what's going on? They didn't take you. That's not a joke. I'm actually a little scared now. Woo! Got nervous.
The way that I always do this, I think it's plugged in. It's plugged into the computer, but not plugged into the wall, is ridiculous.
That happens to you quite often. Not
It
judging
does.
at all.
You're allowed to judge because it happens way too frequently. Okay, let me see.
Oh, that's a dope chair. Yes, you see my chair? Okay. So it is not, this is mud cloth. I mean, this is mud cloth, right? But this is not what the chair is made of. This is literally just mud cloth on my floor chair. So it's just covering up the fact that it's blue. And I don't know how I feel about the blue in this room, but this looks great.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
So it's just, it's like we blackity black in here. No.
Okay. Yeah.
But I do want to upholster a chair and have it with mud cloth, but it is so expensive. I don't know if you watch Architectural Digest, they have like celebrity houses, and that look was unnecessary.
I love it because I'm like, you're gonna talk about somebody doing it. I don't know why you're playing yourself like, oh, it's so expensive. You're gonna craft it and do it yourself.
No, okay, so I looked it up on how to upholster a chair, and I was like, to do this in a way where I can use it and it doesn't break, I don't trust myself. And I don't want to use mud cloth because it's so expensive to like do that. So I was like, I don't trust myself. Yes.
Because I feel like
because I'm a very, very famous bitch and I get my plate from Africa.
My dad is a milliner. He makes hats, like custom hats.
And
he had like a whole series where he was using mud cloth. And I feel like you just have to have a good sourcer. So
this is true.
Yeah, we'll have to link up about that because the culture is strong in Oakland. Yeah, it's a thing.
All right. Definitely, because it takes me quite a bit to get some. There are these guys that come. If you guys have ever experienced it on the East Coast, the largest flea market on the East Coast of America is about 20 minutes from my house. The Brimfield Flea Market, and there's about 3 vendors that I go to get mud cloth from. And they bring it in from their hometowns. So that's where I get it from. It is expensive. I wait until the last day. I have a very specific thing that I do. It's the whole process. This one in particular,
African shop, literally in the same little shopping center as Sephora that I go to.
Are you serious?
I can get like bolts of it.
You live in California. No, I am out here with
you just gotta let me know what you need. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, then I'm gonna do that because apparently out here they're just.
You missed my cheeseburger joke.
Oh, I did.
I said I got them cheeseburgers. Got them cheeseburgers.
Oh my goodness.
It's okay. Yes, Rachel, my dad is a hatter. He makes hats.
Okay. I might have to look for a hat because I want one, like one of them Erykah Badu ones, or Fuckboy.
Like the super tall joints. It's orange. Yes. I have a bright orange one. I'm gonna send you a picture so you can see what I'm talking about. And I specifically got that because Erykah Badu did like a line, or she keeps doing these different lines of clothing or whatever. And I got this really dope green hoodie, and it says "My eyes are green because I eat a lot of vegetables," from the song, whatever. And I got this like orange Ivy Park harness, and I was like, I want to wear them together. So my dad just randomly made me this bright orange Erykah Badu style hat so that I could wear it with the fit. Oh, I
Yes.
didn't know you collect hats, Rachel. That's crazy. Oh gosh. Here that's a whole nother
Yeah.
thing. We'll have to go down that rabbit hole and I'll show you hats the next time we link up for Pizza
See,
Wheel.
I have a lot of my mom's old hats, and they're made out of mud cloth and stuff like that. But I do want, you know, one of those large statement hats. I just want one. You
Okay.
know, one of the ones. What's his name? The fuck boy that got a million kids. Uh,
You talking about Nick Cannon?
no, the other one. They both interviewed the same person. Was
I don't know.
interviewed by a therapist.
Oh,
They were both
I know her, but I don't know the other
mhm.
person.
Yeah. Oh man, what's this guy's name? He has like 8 kids. He's with his baby moms, but he's still looking for his wife.
Oh no. I don't
Oh,
think I
I
know
got to
the person.
yep.
Oh
I got
my
to
god. Okay. Oh
man.
gosh. Okay, we're it's 6:07, so I'm gonna try to rapid fire go through my pools.
Okay.
Okay. The first thing, my word to the fan.
Oh, don't be
What is
sorry.
it?
Hillary said not the Don't Be the Menace Society reference.
What? I
Hold
missed
on.
it.
Don't Be a Menace reference. The cheeseburgers.
Oh, okay, yes. See? Hillary knows what I'm talking about. I got them cheeseburgers. Okay. Um my girl. Okay. Uh I went by the fam at Cape and Cow. Shout out to them. And y'all know I rock with their branded Cape and Cow pink lemonade boxes.
You got
They're out
another
of
one?
them. They were out of them. And I was really like, what I'm supposed to do now?
Hey, Black Comic Universe. Money. He said, just got here in time. Did she say rapid fire?
You know what? Y'all don't love me like you say you do. You really don't. You really don't. But that's all right. We're gonna indeed do some rapid fire. Okay. Anyways, they were sold out of the pink lemonade boxes. So I ended up getting this Sanford Green box.
Nice.
But wait, are you
Okay.
ready?
Okay. You picked up 2, right?
I mean, they don't have a shortage of them. I'm happy to send you one if you like.
Yes, please.
I got you. Oh, I love that we got that reaction on camera. That was great. Okay. And then I got Jimmy Olsen's Super Cyclopedia.
Cute. Cute.
Mm-hmm. And I didn't get this at the comic shop, but the publisher, RH Kids Graphics, sent me Brielle and Bear. It's a little high
Oh, that's
school, meet
cute.
and cute graphic novel type of vibes. I love the art style.
Yeah.
Like, look at it. They're so cute. So I'm excited about that. I
Hold
got
on. Hillary said that's her other husband. Exactly. The only 2 men I'll deal with in this world.
exactly. So I got you. I got you. We're gonna get you one. I got Hopeless Maine Book 2 Inheritance. It's a hardcover.
Ah,
And Cyberpunk 2077 Kickdown, the trade, because I didn't
okay.
collect this of that. We got the Adventure Time Compendium Volume 2. This is the direct market hardcover.
Okay. You got me watching that show.
Yeah, so good, right? Okay, and then for the single issues. All right. Wonder Woman 6, Women's History Month variant. Justice League Unlimited number 5, Women's History Month variant.
Right. We're still having the same issue.
Yeah, it did not get better, sad to say. Money
For those that
Shot.
don't know, we're talking about the fact that the Women's History Month comics all the variants. There's not a black woman in sight.
Not a single one. Usually they do really good about like making sure that it's a diverse group of Women's History Month variant covers. Not this year. So
Yeah,
that's pretty sad.
they said
The
fuck y'all.
the closest thing to, well, there's no black woman because there we got, anyways.
We got Wonder Girl.
Because
Yeah.
I'm doing rapid fire, Keisha. Rapid fire. Got I got Money Shot Vault Undressed issue 0. This came in plastic. I was like, okay, Money Shot. The Uncanny X-Men issue 12.
Okay. Yeah, I like that.
I got the Dooms Division Marvel Rivals variant issue 1.
Yeah, I saw that.
We got One World Under Doom, Doom Academy issue 2. Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker issue 2, Women's History Month variant.
Oh, okay. Are you reading that one or just for the variant?
I just got it for the Women's History Month, but I may check it out because Star Wars High Republic Fear of the Jedi issue 2 variant. This is also Women's History Month, right?
Is she a villain? I like that.
I will read and let you know. This is another Women's History Month variant. Ultimate X-Men number 14. I really liked this one variant.
Yeah.
And then
that's the one written by Momoko.
Yes. And this is I got all the Ironheart Bad Chemistry variants. So we got that one.
Yes.
And that one.
And John Jennings is giving us good stuff.
Right? And I liked this one the best because it's reminiscent of the OG one where she's like flying the water. Yeah. Yes.
I'm about to snatch that from my kid's bedroom.
We got Psylocke 6. Okay. And I got all of the Moon Girl and Double Dinosaur 10th anniversary variants. Yeah.
I mean, they're great covers, you know.
This one is
I'm telling you, that one was a decent story in the back. Like it was.
Okay.
I'll give that one a chance.
This one was the favorite variant cover, and then this is the other one.
Yeah. Where the fuck was all of these in my comic book shop? All right.
Okay. And then I got Batgirl 6. I need to catch up on that because I only read the first 2. And then I got all of the Absolute Green Lantern US variants, and I ordered 2 of the UK ones. And so this one is I like how they put this little extra on it so that this blank sketch variant stays crispy white. Mm-hmm. Then we got this one. It's catching the light from my
No, but it looks good.
My favorite, obviously, is the Juliet Neck variant.
Yeah.
Like, are you kidding? Shut up. Don't say anything else. Okay. Not you. In general.
Yeah. Got you.
This one, I'm like, why she look
Asian
or something. Yeah, I don't like that. And then this one, I'm like, who did that? Why they do that? But we got it.
Yeah.
And then this one too. Ooh, wee man.
That one's good.
Right? And then and then this is the regular one.
Yes.
And then
you came late, Monty. Because he says one shout out to John Jennings. He says, how was Absolute Green Lantern? We're still holding out on how we feel about it.
Letting the beat build on that.
Yeah. Yeah, right now I'm a little hesitant. I'm a little concerned, especially about what Al Ewing is going to be doing with Joe specifically. If this was just Hal, I'd say it's a good run. It's cosmic horror, but overall, still holding out. We'll see. Yeah. Oh, hey Sheena.
Hey, Sheena. Okay, and I got Lucky Devils 3 because of this off the strength of this cover. And after flipping, I'm like, we might go back and get the other ones of this or wait for the trade because I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
And I did not buy this, so I'm guessing that it just ended up in my pool, so I'll have to bring it back. But somehow I got Gotcha Man 8. Not reading that.
Yeah.
And then I got Creature Commandos 1 because I have this thing about if there's a comic that matches any of my pops, I like them to all have a corresponding comic. And I'm realizing now that that's not even her, so I don't know. But now we got Creature Commandos 1, so I'm gonna check it out. And that's it.
No. I think that's a record.
That's it. I said rapid fire, did I not?
You said rapid fire,
I
and we
said rapid
did that.
fire.
Okay. See, I was like, oh no, rapid fire with a short box, but
I got the short box because I like my books to be safe, but it was not full. Okay.
Right, Hillary? Hillary says, wow, that's impressive. So
Isn't
quick.
Isn't it? Isn't it though?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, that's dope. Okay. Okay.
Yep. Yep. Even with all of the variants for 3 different stories this week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it was a good week for it's a good week for women of color in comics. Could have been better.
Yeah.
But we work with what we got. Thank you, Imani.
Right?
Thank you.
Right? Under 10 minutes with breaks. Like, she didn't even go through. Like, we were talking through it.
Listen, y'all tried to block me from being great, but I still succeeded.
No, we are supportive over here. That was
Oh, okay. I said what I meant, and I meant what I said about being more intentional because
we did
have
say that.
these gaps.
We did say this year we were going to be more intentional about what we read, what we bought, all of that. And yeah, you're doing well. Yeah.
I'd say I'll cut it like in half, Loki.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. I've slashed mine even more. But yeah. Like I barely I'm getting more variants. We did say that. We did say that. But I'm not getting a whole lot, but I am getting some variants in certain things. So yeah. Yeah.
We had a repeat this week. I was like, okay, girl. Yeah. But yeah, we're being
disappointed in some of the stories, but yeah.
And she's just like, and that's why I don't be doing that, but it's fair.
I did say that.
Yeah. And that's why I don't be doing that. Because what if I don't like it? That's fair. That's totally fair. It's just the way that my collection is set up. I'm going to need those. But yeah, we're filling gaps. All 2025. You know what I mean?
I respect that.
We're being intentional about our collecting and our reading. So it's going to be great. Period.
Yeah. Yo, that's dope. All right. So we have about 10 minutes I guess we want to go over what's going to be happening in the next few weeks because we have
Let's get
some big things. We have our 6-month anniversary coming up soon. Because I just checked our first, like our first live was November 7th, which was 5 months ago.
Yeah.
So May 8th is going to be our 6-month anniversary.
Yeah.
And that's when we're going to.
Yeah. May 8th it's our half anniversary. Half anniversary.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to do something big. Right? Aw, thank you, Sheena. Shout out to Melanin and Maga. Y'all are. Yo, okay. You haven't been watching. I don't know if you've watched in their lives, but Sheena and Inja have been going live playing video games, like Poppy's Playtime or whatever. And I now watch them because my son King loves watching them play. So now it's a thing where we sit together and we watch them play.
I love that.
And King is like in their chats, like, you need to do this. You need to do this.
Giving advice.
Like, yes.
I love
like,
that.
Sir, you can't do this.
Why not?
Stop him.
Do they have rules for the chat?
Look,
then why are you hating on King? I said it.
Because I don't need my sons, like, just, you know how kids are. Have you ever seen a child game where they just be sending all these things?
We love him for that. We are so lost.
He did help them.
Right.
But I was like, yo, dude, you just can't be on my stuff all this time. So, nah, we watch together. It's dope. Y'all gotta check it out.
I love
and
that.
Hillary says 6 months already. Yes, this went by really fast.
And we've had a show every week. Every single week except Thanksgiving, because that was a holiday.
Yes. So that don't count.
But every single week. And you know what? I'm going to be at Coachella next week. And we still not going to miss no episodes. Period.
Facts. Period, right?
Every week.
Lord. Can't be on Beyonce's internet dropping all the game nuggets. Yo, my son, because he was like yelling at the screen. He's like, no, y'all can't do this. This is this. I'm like, dude.
That is so cute though. Let him cook.
Oh yeah. He's a big time gamer.
Yes.
But now our 6 month is May 8th. We're planning on doing a big show that day. Still putting it together. You know, we said we were going to be delusional this year, and I went and sent a bunch of emails this week.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Yes. We're hoping for some big things to happen this year.
Big-ish popping for the Pink Riot fam.
Yes. But one of the things that we are going to be asking you guys to do, and I feel like if you've ever watched it or listened to an NPR radio show, and then like, yeah, in like the last 5 minutes, they'll be like, all right, time for fundraising.
Get into
so that's
it.
That's how I feel right now. So I'm like,
But that's why we just kick it off with a body roll. Make sure you get into the
They're talking about Pink Riot. Yeah. We're talking about Pink Riot. And, you know, this is just everything. We finally have the Pink Riot Patreon looking good.
Like
finally.
A little something, you know, like
right,
tears and shenanigans and things that go along with the tears.
We have our We have our detailed, who we are and all of that. Memberships, the paid membership tiers, you can get in for free. Please note that honestly, you can get in for free. Not
Yeah,
saying you got to pay. If you ain't got it, you ain't got it. And I understand because of the situation we're living in,
fact.
especially what just happened today. Good, we understand. But if you can,
Mm.
just, you can come in as a Riot real one.
Yeah.
It's $3. You're a real one for supporting us.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we talk about you guys and how great y'all are at the end of every show. We have Riot Fam. Uh, what's going on? Yeah, you have the Riot Fam where you have early access to things, all of that. Riot Army. You guys can read this because I am a little stressed out. But
Each of the
Riot
tiers
Army.
get progressively more benefits. Peruse them at
Right.
your leisure, if you will. But we tried to make it really special so that way the more you rock with us, the more we provide to you. There's also in the 2 higher tiers that are Riot Army and Riot Royalty. There's options where you can influence what we talk about on the show and vote and do
Mm-hmm.
polls so that way some hijinks can occur and you get to like support the shenanigans and decide how much Keisha and I are going to embarrass ourselves on Beyonce's internet. So
Period.
definitely, if you want, we've had a lot of people reaching out like how can we support you? We love what you're doing, whatever, la la la. The best way to support us is to just pull up and chat with us, talk to us. We talk back in the chat. We love to see it. But this is another
Facts.
awesome way to do that too, because these comics don't pay for themselves and these cons aren't going to pay for themselves. And that's where we're
And
trying to
we really want to put Pink Riot on the map so that we can have more influence in terms of uplifting Black and brown writers, artists in the comic book industry.
Yep.
We just want to help these amazing artists do everything that they need to do, want to do.
You might have a little bit, but there comes a
Mm-hmm.
time. No, I'm kidding. I like to joke that y'all, the Blerd Library, our very own Hot Havoc, is very organized and precise about her things. And so y'all, when y'all look at the Patreon and y'all see her bio versus my bio, mind your business, okay? Because our girl Hot Havoc really came with the I was born by the river. And,
Oh, no, you didn't.
and I was like, I
Okay.
like books. Okay, thanks. I like chocolate milk.
My
So yeah.
bios from when I do panels and stuff. I use the same, when I say I recycle everything, I have not rewritten a single thing in quite some time. So
She
that's
said, where's
why.
your bio? I was like, oh yeah, I bet. Sent it over. I looked at her bio. I said, oh, that's all right. It's okay. I might just like create a whole alien backstory and put that in there just to see how many people actually read it because whatever.
That
But
would
yeah.
be dope though. Just be like, yeah, I got picked up by aliens. They raised
Yeah.
me.
I was raised in the gem mines of Balfour.
Yes.
Like, wait,
No, no,
what?
no. Do that. Do that. Do that.
Just to catch y'all slipping. Did you read it? No, you didn't. But you came to
Yep.
support, and that's all that matters. So yeah, y'all
No,
check out
you
the
should do
Patreon.
that. Make fictional bios. No, I'm with that. No, let's do that. I
Fictional
want people to
bios. Keep it interesting. Keep the vibes up. Keep the energy up. But
right.
yeah, if you feel like you want to throw some change, throw some coins to the Pink Riot way, so we could kick it up a notch and check out these cons and just make it do what it do, then we would love you forever for that. So yeah.
Or if you don't have that, please sign up for free or you
Yes.
can go and tell everybody about us. If you're in the
Yes.
comic book industry,
There
tell
you go.
everybody to come on to, especially if they are Black, a woman of color, so we
Especially.
can interview them, please, because
If you have a person of color comic, or you know somebody who does, tell them to send it our way. Drop it in the PO box so we can talk
right.
about it, because we love to see it, you know. But yeah,
Hold
follow the
on.
vibes. Follow Pink Riot Comic Show on all US platforms. Like, share, follow, subscribe, all of that type of stuff. Tell a friend to do the same. You
I'm
know,
putting the Patreon links
period.
in. Like I said, don't have to. If you don't have the money, I understand. I
Yeah.
understand. I understand. But like, sign up for free. Help us out in
Yeah.
any
You know,
way possible.
you
Like
could even
Sheena
just,
said,
after this is over, go watch an older video. Or you know what? When you decide to do laundry this weekend or go do your dishes, just put the Pink Riot Comic Show on repeat so we can get some more views. We sure appreciate y'all. There's lots of free ways to support us. You know, you could
right?
just come in here screaming and hollering in our chat, and we'd love you for that too. So we appreciate y'all for tuning in. We'll see y'all
Yeah.
next time. We'll be at the same place, same
Same
time,
time.
every week, same shenanigans, same positive
Yeah.
vibes, and all of the love. We appreciate y'all
All
for
of it.
coming through, and we'll see y'all next week. Love you. Bye.
Later. I definitely found more. All right. How many variants are there?
11.
Damn. Go ahead. No.